Hello and welcome to another video in Alpanomics. And today I want to talk to you about manifesting. Finally, we have said goodbye to 2022 and we have now welcomed in 2023. And of course, we are 11 days in today, being the 11th of January. So how do we really welcome in the new year? Of course, globally, we celebrate, various countries around the world have New Year celebrations with massive fireworks and laser light displays, followed by music and live shows and etc. and etc. And maybe in your country you did the same. I'm sure you did. That's how the country really celebrates it. But as individuals, of course, we go to New Year's Eve parties and we visit friends and families. Some people go to places of worship on New Year's Day. Now, there's no right or wrong way to bring in the new year. And however you've celebrated it, I'm sure you enjoyed the way that you did. But there is a kind of a ritual that I practice. And I started it just 2 years ago. Actually, this year was my second year. And I'm going to share that with you in today's video. So, are you ready? Let's get started. So when we end something in our lives as human beings, we do certain things to kind of simplify the process of letting go or, new beginnings and beginning something very new in our life. Of course, that's what New Year's is to bring in the new and take out the old. So suppose I want to end something in my life, or let's suppose I really loved somebody in my life and the person is no longer there, they've passed on. What do? Of course, we either bury the person or we cremate the person, or the ashes, we just, scatter the ashes and send them back, of course, to Mother Earth, right? That's the ritual that is carried out throughout the world. And for example, if we want to grow something in our lives, multiply something in our lives, for example, let's say we plant a seed and for some time we nurture it properly, water it, maybe sing to it. A lot of people sing to their plants, talk to our plants, and, we get a plant after some time, right? It grows into a tree. From a tree, it starts bearing fruit, depending on what tree it is. From the fruit, we start to get a seed again, hence resulting in more plants. And this is how, of course, the universe also multiplies itself. This is growth, right? So how do we then end the year with our problems and multiply our happiness, our joy, and our prosperity? And that's what I want to talk to you about in this video. So the ritual that I do, and as I say, I've started this just a couple of years ago, what I do and what I believe is if I start something, it will carry on throughout the year. Okay, so there's a saying, start as you means to go on. Okay, so if you must end your year with all the issues and anxieties that you have, suppose you have, I don't know, an addiction of some sort, something on, maybe an addiction to cigarettes, maybe an addiction to alcohol, maybe an addiction to gambling, or you have anger, you get angry very, very quickly. The anger is inside of you, something irritating that you want to kind of get rid of. Let's suppose that is, and I know everybody has something that they want to just let go of, right? So it can be personal or it can be professional habit. So it's a habit, it's an addiction, it's a routine. Or you might feel like this one problem of mine, this anxiety or this financial problem, this relationship issue, I just want to end it. That's it. I've had enough with it. It's dragged on for way too long. I don't want to carry it out and drag it out for the new year. Okay, so what do? Here's a technique. First, write the problem out on a piece of paper. Okay, when we write something, we are connecting with our subconscious mind, right? So write the problem out, whatever it is. It doesn't have to be like so long, but just write it out enough for you to say, okay, I've released this from myself. Okay, so you're symbolically doing this. Then what I want you to do is rip the pieces of paper, the sheet of paper where you've written out the problem, whatever it is that you want to let go, rip the piece of paper up into small pieces. Because the intention is to delete it from our subconscious. Now, try and rip it up in as many pieces as you can, okay? Tiny, tiny, tiny pieces. This will take you approximately 3 to 4 minutes, okay? So what does this do? It sets a new neuron pattern. Remember in my previous videos, I've been talking about neuron patterns for your brain, okay? So this sets up neuro patterns for your brain. So once you've got these pieces, what you then do is you place it into some small cardboard box or something where you can close a lid on it, okay? Shoebox is a great one, okay? And take this box into a secluded place where, you're not going to be disturbed, and bring all of your awareness into this box of where you put this problem in that you want to let go. And then say to yourself, I am burying this problem forever and ever and ever, okay? Bit like, as I say, when we bury a person, we don't bring up the soil again. It's a closed chapter, right? They've gone. We've parted with that person. They've left us. And, what's left with us is their memories. And we rejoice in their good memories, okay? So this is what you're doing. You're burying the problem in the same way, okay? You're symbolically releasing it from you. And when you actually do rituals of this sort, when you take action with an intention, your brain registers that action and it starts to work on that set pattern. Yeah. Similarly, when you want to do something great in your life, when you want to multiply or grow in something, for example, if you want to increase your happiness, you want to increase your business growth, you want to get a bigger and better job, you want to grow in your relationship, you want to earn more money, and you want to move your relationship into a different stage, let's say, what you do is you write that out in the same way on a sheet of paper, write out what it is that you want and bring that into manifestation. But this time you're going to do something slightly different. You're going to use a multiplication effect. All right. So with that, what you've done is what you've written out on the sheet of paper, what it is that you want. You take a seed, any seed, and sow it into a pot, okay, along with the paper of your desire, your goal of what it is that you want to manifest for this year. And with the intention of what you want, water that intention every single day with the intention of nurturing it and growing it each day, feeding it and planting the desire that you want with the water. And with an affirmation, suppose you say, I don't know, I want to earn X amount of money, or I want a promotion in my job, or I want to be in a loving, fulfilling relationship this year, or I want to 10x in my business this year. So with the same intention, what you're doing is you're nurturing the relationship, you're nurturing the promotion of the job, you're nurturing the business growth. I'm getting more and more success in my business. You're nurturing it with this intention every single day. Okay. And when you do something again and again and again repetitively, your subconscious mind starts believing you. Okay. Because your subconscious cannot reject, it can only accept. So our body, if you don't know this, is worth listening. Our body is actually the extension of the mind. But when the body does something, the mind also follows, okay? Our mind is in every cell of our body. When the body does something, the mind also follows as well. So the relationship between the mind and body is a little bit like hand and glove, okay? And you should know how to master it. You should know how to master your mind. And only you can master it with a belief system, all right? So with utmost trust, bury your problems, nurture your happiness, and this will bring incredible, incredible joy and satisfaction to you. When you plant something in nature, the universe will flourish it and you're bringing something good to Mother Earth. That's basically what you're doing. And together, you are multiplying your wants and your desires. So try this simple but very, very powerful and liberating technique. It truly is liberating. Try it out. It manifests, it helps you manifest, okay? Because after all, your mind, this mind that we're carrying on our shoulders is the epicenter of everything. It is the center of divine operation. Okay, so everything here, if this thing is working properly, then everything is working properly, right? If you haven't mastered this, nothing's going to master in your life. You can't master anything in your life. So learn to master it and become a better version of yourself. So try this technique for yourself and comment when you have done it. Okay, comment in this very group under this very video, or private message me when you have done it. And when you do this every day, in terms of just nurturing your want, nurturing your desire, you'll start to see something shift within you. All right. This is Aalpa Pandya. Thank you for watching. I'll be back again with another Alpanomics.